Hey guys, I am a mess today, but it's Nanowrimo day 20, and it's November 20th, and it's Wednesday, so it's 9:03. I've been writing since about 8, so I had talked with my husband last night about what I wrote and kind of explained the scene to him, and since everything went crazy, the characters ran away from me, and there was all this stuff, and I was just pulling crap out of nowhere to try to get them out of this circumstance that they got themselves into. My husband had mentioned a few things, and I realized that I needed to go back and edit because the chapter was divided into like 3 scenes, and so the last scene is the one that kind of needed some work to make it more realistic. So I decided to go back and read through that 3rd and final scene and add more to it. And this time, instead of highlighting every little thing that I changed and adjusted, I just took the word count that the book was, and then use that to indicate where I started, and then obviously what I ended up with is how much I changed, how much I added. And so the word count that I had written down was 39,100, but I went down and I wrote the words chapter 24 to start the next chapter after I like logged it all, and so that meant I started off at 39,103 words because it added 3 words basically. So when I did my calculations, I added 570 words to chapter 23, and then I started chapter 24. And because yesterday I wrote so much over, I was already at 39,000. Today's goal, I need to get to 40,000. So I actually got to 40K pretty quickly after only writing 610 words in chapter 24. So I basically decided that because I've reached 40,000, I'm going to stop there for tonight because I don't know. Today's just one of those nights where I just want to sit on the couch. I haven't had a break. I'm burning out. A lot of it could be due to the marketing yesterday for Immortals release and stuff, which marketing just frustrates and exhausts me. And so I still have editing to do, and I have to edit a YouTube video I haven't gotten done yet, but I don't even know. I'm having issues basically. So I have to figure all of that out before I can even relax on the couch, and I just don't feel good and feel like working, and I need a break. So obviously I can't take a break, so I'm trying to keep my work to a minimum, and so I'm still into it. Like, I'm really, really excited. I also need some time to kind of sit on it because I have a decision to make, where I know where the plot's going, and I know I need to get them there, but I have one choice where I can go ahead and set up the next phase of the story, or where I can add a little bit extra drama and action before I get there, and I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do, and so I need some time to sit on it and think on it, so this will give me the time. But I still hit my word count, so it's not like I'm falling behind. If I had written a lot more today, then I could stay ahead. I would be at like 41 or 42,000 instead of 40. But again, today I was just going to get to 40,000. That was my goal. So I don't know why my brain is automatically thinking, yeah, 40,000 was the goal. My brain is just, I don't know. It's like, oh, you need to write ahead. It's like, no, I'm just trying to stick on it. You know what I mean? So, basically that's it. I'm sorry. It's a lot of talking head videos, but I just don't have, I don't have any energy tonight. And so I'm really, really into the story. And I really like what I added. I feel like it's a lot more realistic tonight. Like yesterday, I was like, oh, I rushed through this, but in my defense, I felt kind of bad, but I was like, I finally got that mindset where I'm just getting the story out of my head. So even if it sucks, if it's horrible, if it doesn't make sense, if there's something weird or off or unnecessary or anything like that, it can be edited, it can be adjusted. I just got to get the story out. That's what's important. And so even though I was like, well, it needs some work, I was still happy with what I wrote yesterday, and it was still a lot of fun. And so tonight I feel much better that I fixed that last scene. Now it all kind of makes sense, and I feel like it's good. And even though this was 610 words, I feel like it needed kind of like this breathing moment, which was important. And it actually is a natural scene cut. And then so the next scene will pick up either, again, moving forward with the plot to the next phase and getting that set up, or leading into some drama. I think I found a way to kind of combine the two, and so I think I know exactly what the next scene will be, and if I'm inspired, I may keep writing, who knows. But that's it for tonight. I'm gonna log it with you guys though, because I haven't logged it yet. So day 19 apparently. What did I say? 570 words. And then 610. And that's scene 1. So I'll figure out how much that is later. So the total is 40,280, which honestly is amazing because that means I'm only 10,000 words away from 50K. And once I hit my goal, the book's probably not going to be done at 50K. I just wanted to say that. However, once I hit 50K, I have hit my Nanowrimo goal of just writing 50,000 words in a book, even if the book's incomplete, and I can work on the book as I want to, as I need to finish it and everything. So it'll be a lot more relaxing when I get to 50K because that means it is an official novel. I have written 50K. I hit my nano goal. I won't have to be so pressured and I can work on it at my own timing like I did with the first book. And I think that's going to be a lot better. So real quick. So according to my math, that is 1,180 words, which honestly isn't bad. 1,180 words is not bad for my word count, considering... Yeah, I mean, I've had like 1,200, so I mean, it's pretty good. And again, I did hit 40,000, which was today's goal. Wednesday, November 20th, 40K. So, if all else fails, that means I should finish it by next week, which will be just in time to have the 50K mark before Thanksgiving. I can take a little bit of a break and, like I said, finish it as I need to. But I'm really excited. I'm really into it. I'm really enjoying the story, and I don't know, it felt good. I sat down and I immediately started writing. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything. So I will check in with you guys next time. Hey guys, so it's Nanowrimo day 21. It's November 21st, Thursday, and it's 4:34. I've been writing since about 3 o'clock, so it's been an hour and a half. I did have a phone call in the middle of it, but I did write. So I added 36 words to chapter 23 to adjust something that I made a mistake on, kind of a plot hole. Fixed it, problem solved, and then I wrote the rest of chapter 24. So because it was 2,299 words. So with the 36 from before, I wrote 2,335 words total today, and the whole book is now 42,622. So today's goal was to get to 42,000, which I did do, and I'm excited. I was into it. This was kind of like one of those fun in between action moments. We have to stop, assess, plan, like get together, figure out what we're doing, supplies, tending wounds, like all of that stuff. So it was really fun. I'm also in a rabbit hole. I looked up houses for sale in Islamabad, Pakistan to see what the interiors of houses looked like. So that was kind of a fun little rabbit hole. Also, I had to look up a lot about broken elbows. So that was fun. So my search history is absolutely insane at this point, but I'm excited. I was into it. I really wanted to get my writing done before my sister got home from work, and I did, and I feel good, and I was inspired for it. I had a few, like, not really issues per se, but just a few things I had to kind of figure out and everything. But I'm still inspired, going strong, 8,000 words or less to get to 50K. And then after that, if the book's not done, I'll just write till it's finished in my own timing. But once the nano goal is finished, I'm going to feel much better and more relaxed and stuff. So I'm hoping to get that done before Thanksgiving, because the Thanksgiving and my sister's birthday and all that stuff. So yeah, going strong, feel good. I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so it's Nanowrimo day 25. No, I don't know why I said 25. It's Nanowrimo day 22, and it's November 22nd. So, it's 8:53, and I actually just finished writing a few minutes ago. I had to take a break. It was 8:45 when I finished. I think it was like 7:30 when I started. So I had to do some research, and I actually kept my tabs open this time to show you guys my research. But first, let's talk about the chapter. So it's day 21 of writing in The Cost to Escape, and I wrote chapter 25, and I sat here and I contemplated not writing tonight, taking a break. I have a headache, a really bad headache, and I'm into the story, but I know I'm trying to get to a certain part that is kind of like the last little bit before the next phase of the story starts. And it's one of those fight scenes that I had in my head from the very start. It's like, oh, I want to write this book and this is the fight scene that I'm excited to get to. But due to the circumstances, I couldn't figure out how to get them to that point. And if you guys don't care about spoilers, if you do care about spoilers, click away. I'll tell you when you can come back. But because I want to talk to you guys more about the actual details of the book and not just be talking to you vaguely. Basically, they're at a safe house in Pakistan right now, which is why I had to look up Pakistan houses yesterday to know what they look like. And the original idea I had is for the guy character and the girl character to both be in separate bathrooms and to have an epic fight scene where two different bad guys go after them. And so the guy, he's like my trained dude, so it's like this epic like fight in the bathroom and all that stuff. And so then I had an idea for the main girl to get into a fight in the bathroom as well, and them to come up and meet up and have to run through the airport and stuff like that. Well, not necessarily airport, but a public bathroom, and for some reason my mind pictured an airport. But they're at a safe house, and I don't know why they would leave the safe house. And so that's kind of like, I didn't know what to do and having a headache. I didn't feel like writing. I just felt like taking a break tonight, but I'm so close to reaching the goal that I don't want to take a break. You know what I mean? So I just forced myself to start writing, and it was one of those relaxing chapters to just give the characters time to breathe. The last chapter was too, but that was Lillian's perspective. So this is like Blake's turn to kind of think about things. And then he got to talk to a side character, and I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. So you guys can come back now if you don't care about spoilers. If you care about spoilers, whatever, y'all can come back now. So chapter 25, 1,862 words. So I'm actually under the daily where I'm supposed to be writing 2,000 words a day, but because I was like over a little bit, I went ahead and reached 44,000 words, which was the goal today. So 44,492 words. So that was the goal for today. So I'm excited. And that's with, I didn't want to write and I didn't know what I was writing, and I just kind of like forced myself into it. Honestly, sometimes you just have to sit there and you just have to force yourself to put words to the screen, even if it's terrible. And I actually think the scene was pretty good. So I just kind of let the character think, and sometimes those slow chapters to give the character room to think and breathe, and just, it's like a character development chapter where they're making progress in their development or their arc or whatever. And sometimes we need their thoughts and their thought process and to process things. And I feel like it was necessary, especially because this one's a lot more faster paced and action packed compared to the previous one. But my research though. All right, so can a private jet land in the airport in Islamabad, Pakistan? So that's where they're at, is Islamabad, Pakistan. And the international airport there actually does have a runways suitable for jet flights. So that was the first thing that I needed to know. And then I've been using Google Maps a lot. So this was the first thing that I Googled. Was I went to Islamabad and I looked up where the airport is. I didn't need to know where it was, but I needed to know if they had one in Islamabad or if they're going to have to leave Islamabad and find somewhere else. But I got it to work, and I have a picture of the airport here, so that's going to be really great for visuals, which is kind of what I was picturing anyway. So that's the research that I did, and then this is just the nano thing that I use for my vlogs, so the ones I post online. But yeah, sometimes you just got to force yourself into it, but I did it, and I'm done, and I can relax because I finished editing The Heart of Christmas last night. So I gotta edit a YouTube video, but I'm pretty free tonight, and I may do some other editing and reading in my own books and stuff, dabbling that I want to work on, but I'm done, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's Nanowrimo day 23, and it's the 23rd of November, and it's 9:08. I've been writing since about 8 o'clock, I am so tired. So normally we go to bed at 6 a.m. and my sister had, not really like a wreck, but the fog was really bad this morning, and so she ran the car off the road, so we had to help her, because at the time we didn't know how serious it was, and so we didn't get in bed until 8 o'clock, and by then I was like, my brain had woken back up, so I didn't get to sleep until way after 8 or 9 o'clock. And so I'm going on very short sleep right now. And so when I sat here and first started writing, I didn't really know what to write. I'm still trying to get to phase 2, and for some reason I could have just skipped to it, but like I didn't want to skip over the details because there's still some things that like doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it would have. If you don't care about spoilers, then I'm gonna explain it because it's just too hard to be vague without spoilers. Basically, I need to get them back in the US, and they're still in Pakistan, and they were at a safe house, and so they're gonna have a friend pick them up in a private jet at the main airport, because the main airport there in Islamabad has like an area where private jets can come in. And so, but they still have 20 hours of waiting time before then, and so I could have just skipped to like, oh, he came to pick us up and we're there, but it like doesn't make it, like it feels like something would happen in that 20 hours. And so having to get them to leave the safe house, and then where would they go to hang out, because the airport, they can't really hang out at the airport because they're not getting, you know, tickets, and she doesn't have a passport or an ID because she was kidnapped. So it's just like all this complicated stuff. So I ended up finding I had to do research. I'll show you guys. So I did like, this is the airport, the Islamabad National Airport. So I've been jumping and had more listed earlier, but like there's a bunch of things in the area. So I was looking at the lounges and everything, which you can't get unless you have like a ticket. And so I found these like airport lodges. So I'd had that pulled up on a separate tab that I already closed that like showed pictures of it, which is kind of like a hotel room. And so I was looking up different things basically. So I'm in a rabbit hole of research. Honestly, like I don't know if I'm making any sense because I'm so tired. I don't have the brain capacity right now to deal with this. And I was just like worried about not writing and I didn't want to write. I'm not going to lie. I did not want to write tonight, but I'm just so close to hitting 50K that I don't want to quit now. So I ended up forcing it, and it may be a filler chapter, but again, I just got to get the story out of my head and onto the page, and then I can edit everything later. So I'm going to log it, and so I have reached 46,278 words in the book altogether. I wrote 1,786 words today in chapter 26. So I'm at 46,000, which is great. So I gotta get to 48K and then 50K, and then I'll hit 50K and be done with Nanowrimo, and then the rest of it's just finishing the story in my own timing, and it'll be such a relief. Not that I don't like the story, because I love this story. I'm just getting exhausted and burnt out again. And it could be today because I'm just so tired. I don't want to do anything, and I didn't want to write, and I definitely don't want to write and send off my newsletters because it's Saturday. Those are what I do. That's my busy night, so that's what I do on Saturdays. So I'm going to try to get that done as soon as possible, and then I am done for the evening. I still have to edit a YouTube video too, so I don't know. I'm just out of it. So I'm going to film for TikTok and all that stuff, which I'll share later, and I will check in with you guys next time. So I'm barely trucking through it. Hey guys! So it's NaNoWriMo day 24, and it's the 24th of November, and it's day 23 of writing in the Cost to Escape. I did it! I completed NaNoWriMo. The book's not done yet, but I finally completed NaNoWriMo, and I am literally, I can see the path to phase 2, and then I'll keep working on it till I finish it, but NaNoWriMo is done. Woo! I'll probably still keep vlogging about it for you guys, but let's log it, and I will tell you guys everything that happened. I'm so excited. So it's day 23, I just said that. Oh my gosh, I'm so relieved. So I wrote chapters 27 and 28, and altogether they were 3,839 words, and it is officially 50,125 words. Ah, we did it! 50K! Alright, so let's see what each chapter was real quick. So I'm gonna do that. Hold on a minute. I have to highlight. Okay, I'll do that one so you guys don't get spoilers. So 27 was 1,856. Okay, where are we at? 1,856. Oof. And then 28 is 28 was 1,983, which gives us our total of 3,839 words. Woohoo! Okay, so let's talk about it for a bit. So I came in today more inspired. I was very tired for some reason this morning, and we got groceries today, and I'm actually really tired, but I was kind of mulling over the next chapter and what I had to do. So when I sat down, I literally, it was like one of those, the chapter's blank. I don't know how to start off, but once I started typing, I really got into the chapter, and I was like, you know what? I'm immediately just going to see how many words it's going to take me to get to 50K, because I was at 46,278 words, and so I did the math, and I knew I needed at least 3,711 words to get there, and so I just started writing, and the events kept coming to me, and I was actually really really and then I finished chapter 27, and I was actually so inspired I didn't want to stop, so I kept going and just hoped that I would get there, and if not, then at least I would be closer, since I had actually hit 48K, which was the goal today, but I kept going past that, and I was like, well, you know, every bit that I write beyond 48,000 is going to get me closer to 50K and make my job easier tomorrow. But by the time I actually did come to a stopping point, it was the end of chapter 27 or chapter 28, and I got to 50,000 where I am now. So book's not done yet. I am not going to stop writing. This just kind of takes the pressure off and will kind of allow me to do it in my own timing and everything. I've been writing. It's 10:04. I started filming about 3-4 minutes ago, so I finished at 10 o'clock, and I started writing sometime between 7 and 7:30. I don't know exactly when, but I have so much that I was researching for, so I wanted to show you guys really. All right, so first of all, I needed a car, so I figured out the truck that I wanted, and I pulled up the image because I was like, is that a 4-door? So I had to check and see what it looked like. Although mine in the book is actually white, so I should have looked at this one, but for some, that one, good enough for me. I needed airport lodges in Islamabad, which is where my characters were, and so I needed them to get to the airport, so I did the walking distance path thingy, and I went on the little thing here that allows you to go to Street View, but apparently it's only certain roads, and for whatever reason this area here isn't there, so the Street View stops here, and so I can see here but I can't see there, so I went to Google Earth to see if I could figure it out, and again, Street View, when you actually go in there, it doesn't go down here, but I was able to trace the path this way, because this one does not give me a visual. This one, however, does, because on here I couldn't tell if this was actually a road, and I know from experience GPSs and Google Maps specifically sometimes takes you the back way, and so I wanted to make sure there was actually a legit road, and when you zoom in here, this is actually a road that goes all the way to the entrance to the airport where my characters need to get, which is this highway here and this gate entrance. So then I pulled that up to see, I was a little zoomed in, but I pulled that up to see what that looked like, and I was trying to get through the gate here, but it won't let me go over there, because for some reason the Street View doesn't take you over there to the airport, obviously, so it pulls you to the side here, or you can go back out this way and go that way. I also started spinning myself, so I don't know how to make that stop. So this is kind of it looks like the checkpoint and everything, so that's kind of what I was using as a visual representation to help help me write. So yeah, getting toward the second phase of the book, and I'm pretty excited. I'm a little concerned, and I hope that I'll stay inspired, but this is gonna it's gonna go more into like the mystery investigation side of things, even though it's like been really, really action packed. And my brain is, part of me is a little worried that it's gonna slow down the pacing and start getting boring from here, but I can't think about what readers are gonna think or what they're expecting, because this is just the drafting phase, so I just have to get the story out. And if it does slow down or the pacing is weird, that can all be edited later. But I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I did it. I completed Nano. So this is going to be the final video in my Nanowrimo video, because I technically did finish Nanowrimo and got to 50,000 words. So I'm going to show you some of the Nano stats on this website and everything, but this will be the final video in my Nano video. I may still vlog about my progress in this book if you guys are interested, or I may just finish it and kind of give you guys like a random update when I'm done with it. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to get specific or not, but this video won't be coming out until like the first or second week in December, so be looking for that. So by the time you guys message me, I may or may not have kept up with vlogging about it, but let me know if you do. And so let's pull up Nano. I have to vlog, as I log what I wrote today, I have to do a TikTok and kind of log that, and then I will show you guys the stats and all the winning, like the winning badge and all that stuff. So I will be right back, and I'll check in with you guys in just a second. Guys, so it's still my Nano video. It's out! I'm unlocked a badge. I wrote 50,000 words in November. I earned it. This was my second official time completing Nanowrimo, although I have completed it on my own. I just haven't used the website. So I'm excited. I'm gonna claim my winner goodies. So my 2024 winner badge, haven't done this before. Winner's badge will let you share your accomplishment with pride. Use the hashtag that to find and celebrate with other winners. Nanowrimo 2024 winner. So my winner certificate, ooh, that's pretty cool. I may actually do that. Just because I haven't gotten to do, I've never done this part of it before, so, yay! I've done it, Brave Writer. I've done a spark of creativity, something amazing, take an idea, expanded on it, kept expanding till it became real. Whether you finished your novel to completion or 50K is just the beginning, I've already won. Virtual high five, fist bump, pat on the back. We want you to feel extra special, so we put together this page to give you a bunch of goodies to give you more chances to treat yourself. That's amazing. So yeah, the book's not finished yet. I am not going to stop. I'm going to continue writing it till its completion. I don't know how long it's going to be. I know kind of generally what I have planned. And the interesting thing is my story beats, this should have been in like the chapter, like the 30s, I think, somewhere in and around the 30s. But I'm only on chapter 28 and it's already at 50K. So again, I don't know how long it's going to be. I know what I've got planned, and I'm just going to keep writing it until I get to the final story beat. But the good news is the pressure is off on me, not just to like vlog every day or write every day, because I'll still probably try to write every day, but the pressure for me that's off is not having to make sure that every chapter is a certain chapter length and that I have to get to a certain word count. For me now, it's just about writing the story and completing the story, and it's about the story, and my brain can relax. And I do this with all novels too, and not just Nanowrimo, but for me, it's not a novel until it's at 50,000 words. That officially makes it a novel. And so for me, I never know, is this novel going to be a book? Is this going to be an official novel? And I don't know that until I get to 50,000. And so that's why my original plan always is 50 chapters and making sure each one is at least 1,000 words. And like you guys have seen with this one, it's 28 chapters long, which means each chapter is well over 1,000 words because I'm already at 50K. And so because of that, it allows me to make sure that the other chapters, they can be whatever they need to be, so long as it feels like it's a complete chapter and not like rushed or anything. And it's just about focusing on the story, so I don't have to focus so much on the word count, how much I'm writing every day and getting to a certain one, and every chapter having to be a certain length, and the pressure. It just takes a lot of the pressure off. And it's not even the commitment to like vlogging about it or posting about it every day or whatever. It's the word count that allows me to relax. But I did it. I'm done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'm going to explore the website. I'm going to close all my other tabs that I already showed you guys. And so yeah. All the badges that I got to a 7-day streak, probably more than that, but the next streak was at day 14. So I got to 50k officially, so I got all of these badges, and my personal achievement ones was I'm a like planter, and what is this? I got novella, I back up my writing, old school Rimo. So yeah, I'm really excited. The Cost to Escape is officially a Nano winner. So also I want to update my personal graph, so I'm going to show you guys that. Okay, so here's my graph. And I kind of messed up, but I'll show you guys. So blue line is, I still called it Escape Seal, but it's supposed to be to the Cost to Escape. So the Cost to Escape is blue, the Heart of Christmas is green. So the Heart of Christmas, I did get to 50 and I completed that on the 21st. So I'm done with that. As you can see, that was my goal. And I forgot that I was keeping track of the chapters, and so my goal, I set it to 50, even though I did complete my goal for Nanowrimo officially. I'm not quite at chapter 50 yet, but I did complete my goal, so I just wanted to show you guys the graph, because I'm doing that, not word count, but that's my graph, so I'm gonna save it. Okay, so I thought I would show you guys the characters. So let me explain. The first book, The First to Fall, I wrote it and put it, like I wrote it as a novel, and then I rewrote it, well, most of it, I haven't actually finished it, and then I started rewriting that novel into a version that would go on this app called Chapters app. And if you haven't watched it, I did a breakdown of like the Chapters app and how you can use it to make money and all that stuff. So that was The First to Fall. The First to Fall on there hasn't been finished yet, but because the characters in book 2, The Cost to Escape, Blake and Lillian, are side characters in The First to Fall, I did design them in the Chapter Story app and make them essentially. I haven't started The Cost to Escape as a novel, as a visual novel in Chapters yet, but I thought I would show you guys Blake and Lillian. So here we go. You ready? This is Blake. I'm so excited. Look at him. Okay, so that's Blake, and this is Lillian. So those are the main characters of The Cost to Escape, and I'm so excited, and I love them so much. I may adjust them a little bit if I decide to make their book or whatever on the Chapters app, but I just wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching this video as I, wrote 50,000 words in a month. I genuinely didn't think I was going to get there, and there were definitely a lot of times I wanted to quit. So thank you guys for sticking with me. Let me know in the comments below what projects you're working on, whether you're writing or editing, or whether you're something like you're an artist or a musician or working on something else totally different. And yeah, and in the meantime, if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in the meantime, if you really enjoyed this vlog as I wrote 50,000 words in Nanowrimo and did the Nanowrimo challenge, which I wasn't sure I was going to complete, like there were a lot of times I wanted to quit, then check out the October TBR challenge that my cousin and I did. It's actually the first episode here on our channel that is our new podcast, which we're turning into like a podcast on a separate YouTube channel, but that one's actually here on this channel, so check it out. It was a reading challenge, so if you like watching these challenge vlogs, and check it out. My cousin and I, we had such a fun time. We're really dynamic with each other. Check that video out. You don't want to miss it. It'll be here.